Start with a large inhale up through the nose into the belly. Breathing in deep, feeling the belly rise. The rib cage expand. All the way up to the top of the lungs. Exhaling through the nose. Feeling that breath all the way down. Deep into the belly. Belly button draws towards the spine as we exhale completely. Inhaling again. And exhale. One more big inhale. And exhale. Inhale this time, sweeping the arms up, overhead. Reaching tall, lengthening up towards the sky. Exhale, turning the palms down, pressing down. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ear. Inhale, big sweep top. And exhale, turn your palms down. Once more, strong inhale, rising top. And exhale, pressing all that weight down through the hands, shoulders, draw down, fingertips reach towards the floor. Inhale here, raising your right hand, reach it up. Exhale, sinking over towards the left side. Inhale, rise top, lengthen through the fingertips. And exhale over towards the left. Inhale, rise up. And exhale. Pressing the hips towards that right side. Big inhale, switching hands. Left hand rises, right hand drop. Exhale, pressing over. Inhale, rise up. And exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, pressing the hips towards that left side. Inhale here, both hands rise, this time meeting overhead. Exhale, over towards that left side. Big inhale, rising top. Exhale to the right. Inhale top. And exhale to the left. Inhale, lengthening through the fingertips. Exhale, opening up to the side body. Inhale, rising top. Exhale. Inhale, reach top. And exhale. Inhale, big lift up. So we exhale here, floating forward into our forward fold. Hanging out here for a minute, head hangs down. Maybe we bend alternating knees. Take a moment just to do a quick body scan. How are the hamstrings feeling? The glutes, the low back. Their head, neck, shoulders relax. Evening out to the legs, keeping them bent if you like. Trying to bring the belly button down towards the thighs. And an inhale, lifting up to a half lift. Nice flat back, hands on the shins or the thighs, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Big breath here. And exhale. Inhale fully. Bending at the knees, hands to the floor. Walk, step, jump back to first plank. Coming into a modified plank to start if you like. As you exhale, bend at the elbows, bring the chest to the floor. Hips lower, tops of the feet into the mat. Inhale up the Sphinx, forearms down. Lifting up through the chest. And exhale, release. Once again, inhale the Sphinx, shoulders draw back and down. Exhale, release. Once more, big inhale, opening up to that collarbone. Exhale, tuck the toes under, press through the palms to tabletop or downward facing dog. And hanging out here for a moment, maybe a little sway through the hips in either position. Pressing the entire hand into the mat, not just the wrist, but the fingertips, the knuckles, the palms. Spreading that weight evenly throughout the hand. Inhale, preparing to come forward. Exhale, very slowly tiptoe the feet towards the hands. Big toes together, space between the heels and that forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep tall. Arms overhead, and exhale down into heart center. A little bit quicker this time. Inhale, rise tall. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale to half lift. Flat back, shoulders back, bending at the knees, hands to the floor, walk step. Jumps back into forward plank. Modified or full, options yours. As you exhale, lower to the floor. Inhale to a back bend of your choice, Sphinx, Cobra, upward facing dog. Ears always away from the shoulders. Exhale, rock back, downward facing dog. Holding it here, big inhale, lifting up through the hips, lengthen through that side body. Exhaling deep. Through the heels, to the hands. Big inhale, filling the belly. Exhale completely. Inhale, preparing to come forward. Exhale, walk, step or jump your feet forward toward forward fold. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep tall. And exhale, heart center. Once more, big inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale to half lift. Bend the knees, walk step, jump back to plank. Vinyasa through as we lower down. Inhale to a back bend. Exhale to down dog. Fingers spread, knuckles pressing down into the mat. Dropping the heels down into the mat, lifting up through the hips. Inhale, preparing to come forward. Exhale, walk, step or jump. Inhale to a half lift. And exhale. Inhale, rise tall. And exhale, down into heart center. Good. Hands down by the side, little shake up, grabbing some water if need be. We'll go through our Surya Namaskar B. A modified version, getting into some twists. So just remembering keeping those twists light as we first introduced them into our class. You're ready, coming back to the front of your mat, making sure we're nice and even on those feet. Strong stance. Big inhale, sweep tall. Hands on either side of the ears as we exhale, coming down into chair. Bending at the knees, tucking that pelvis under, holding it here. Belly button draws in, pelvis tucks. Nice long spine. Beautiful. Big inhale. As we exhale, we're going to bring the hands together, twist towards the left. Right elbow to left thigh. Pressing the hands together, drawing that left shoulder back. Big inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale. And exhale. Big inhale, rolling that left shoulder a little bit further back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale here, soften through the shoulders, lengthen through the hamstrings. Exhale. Inhale, bending the knees, sitting the hands up, coming back into chair. Exhale, hands together. Let's turn to the right this time. Left elbow to right thigh. Press the hands together and rotate through the mid-back. Big inhale. Top shoulder rolls back. Exhale into that twist. Inhale. And exhale. Once more, large inhale, filling the belly. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to a half lift. Bending the knees. Hands to the floor, walk, step, jump back. Vinyasa through lowering down. Inhale to a back bend. Meeting us in down dog. On your next inhale, right leg lifts high. Even through the hips. Even pressure through the hands and that left foot. Big inhale, lift the heel a little higher. Exhale, drive the knee through. Holding that nice high runner's lunge. Knees over the ankle. Dropping the back knee down if you feel that's part of your practice today. Hands on either side. Light on the fingertips, strong through the legs. Shoulders draw back. Find length through your spine as you inhale. Depth through the hips as you exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Next inhale, we sweep up. Crescent lunge, reaching tall. Exhale, we're going to bend the elbows and turn to your right. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, bend and turn. Inhale, reach. bend and turn. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, sweep all the way up to warrior two. Relax the shoulders, lengthen through the fingertips. Draw your right knee over to the right side, the outside of your mat. Lengthen that back leg as we turn the hip out on the left side. Soften the shoulders. Exhale, exalted, back hand onto the thighs, reach up, keeping a heavy bend in the front knee. Holding it here. Opening up to the side body. Next inhale, the hands windmill around. Tap down, step back, vinyasa through. Lowering to the floor. Inhale to a back bend of your choice. Exhale, rock back, downward facing dog. On an inhale, let's lift the left heel high. Even pressure between the hands and the foot. Hips are nice and even. Big inhale, lifting that heel up just a little higher. Exhale, driving the foot through. Knee over the ankle. Soft through the fingertips. Right knee down if that's your practice. Soften through the shoulders. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise up, press lunge. As you exhale, we'll bend at the elbows, turn this time to the left. Inhale, reach. Exhale, turn. Inhale, reach. Exhale, turn. Big inhale here. Exhale, tap down. Inhale, rise up, warrior two. Length from fingertip to fingertip, keeping that front knee towards the left side, the outside of the mat. Roll the back hip out. Soften through the shoulders, length through the fingers. Big deep breaths. Exhale into exalted, back hand down, top hand reaches over, lots of space between the ribs. Next inhale, all the way around, tap down, vinyasa through. Inhale to a back bend. Exhale to a down dog or tabletop. Option is yours. Lifting up through the hips. Softening to the head and the neck. Next inhale, prepare to come forward. Exhale, walk, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale to half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising up slow. And exhale. Once more through a big inhale. Hands on either side of the ears as we exhale, coming down into chair. Inhale, draw the shoulders up. Exhale, dropping them back. Inhale to a big belly breath. Exhale, hands together, turn to the left. Bringing your right elbow to the right, left thigh. Roll that shoulder back on top. On an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep up the chair. Exhale, twist, this time towards the right, left elbow to the right thigh. Rolling that top shoulder back as we inhale. On an exhale, folding forward. Inhale to half lift. Bending the knees, hands to the floor, walk, step, jump back. Vinyasa through. Meeting in down dog, taking child's pose if needed for a moment. Inhale. Let's raise that right leg. Exhale, sitting deep into the hands, that last heel down into the floor. Inhale, feel lift just a little bit more on the right side. Exhale, that runner's lunge. Relax through the shoulders, through the hips, sinking in deep. Maybe a heavy exhale from the mouth, getting a little bit deeper into that hip. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, bending the elbows, turn to the right. Big inhale, reach top. Exhale, elbows, twist. Inhale. Once more, big exhale. Gonna hold it here. Hands can stay up or maybe one hand onto the knee, one onto the hip. Big belly breath. Rolling that right shoulder back. Next inhale, out of the twist, reach up. Exhale, tap back. Inhale up, warrior two, holding it here. Big bend in that front knee, drawing the knee to the right side, soften through the shoulders. Drop the hips down. Gaze forward over those front hands. Feeling the strength and the power of this pose. Exhale deeply into the hips. Inhale, exalted. Reach back. Opening up through the ribs. more big inhales. We sweep those hands all the way over, tap down, vinyasa through. Feel free just to take tabletop or child's pose. Settling into that down dog on an inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, pressing a little deeper. Inhale, left leg comes a little higher. As you exhale, drive the knee forward, hands between the feet. Beautiful, holding this. Nice and strong, dropping deep into the hips, soften through the fingertips. Inhale, rising up to crescent lunge. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, reach tall. And exhale, bend and twist. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend and twist. Either holding the elbows here, or maybe placing a hand on the thigh, left hand on the hip. Breathing deep into the belly. Next inhale, rise tall. Exhale, tap down. Inhale all the way up, warrior two, holding it here. Lengthen fingertip to fingertip, drawing that left knee to the outside of the mat. Rolling the right hip open towards the back. Shoulders over the hips and the hips forward. Gazing forward over those hands. Heavy bend in the front knee. Next inhale, exalted, reach back. Opening up through the ribs, every inhale. Exhale, soften through the shoulders, keeping the left knee open towards the left side of the mat. Inhale all the way forward, top down. Vinyasa through, lower down. Taking tabletop or child instead, if that's your preference. Meeting in tabletop or down dog. Inhale, preparing to come forward. Exhale, walk, step, jump. Inhale to that half lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep tall. Palms overhead. Exhale, down into heart center. Beautiful, releasing the shoulders, shaking out a little bit from the arms. We'll grab a drink if you like, and then we're going to place our right foot firm into the mat. So anchoring deep into the right side of the body. If your balance is a little off, maybe we stay close to a wall. Cool. So with that right foot down, try to pull nice and tall all the way up through the center of the body, and we're going to lift the left heel, just placing it over the ankle on the right side. And we'll start here, pointing the knee out to the side. Maybe this is where we stay. Think about opening up through that collarbone, through the hips, turning the knee out, maybe palms out to the side or into heart center. Stacking the ears over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, and the hips over the heels. Perhaps sliding the foot up, onto the calf, onto the thigh, avoid pressing into the knee. Keeping tall, deep breaths. Bring that knee forward, hands come in front, and just grabbing a hold of the leg. Think about standing tall. So instead of arching your back to get yourself up and balance, lift up through the crown of the head, go the shoulders back, ears, shoulders, hips, and heels in line. Perhaps we just extend that leg out forward, hands open, or grab a hold of that toe, reaching out in front. So finding a position that works best for you, centering in on that balance. On an exhale, we'll send the leg back, meeting the knees in the middle, and drawing the heel up towards the glutes. Perhaps this is where we stay. Maybe grabbing a hold of that foot from behind. Maybe reaching the opposite hand up. Perhaps coming forward. And exhale, bring the feet back and together. Light shake out, rooting down this time through the left leg. Connecting deep onto that left side of the body from the toes, the heel, all the way up. Let's start by lifting the heel above the ankle, turning the knee out. Collarbones exposed, hips open up. You may notice that one leg works a little bit better at turning out than the other. Perhaps that foot slides up to the calf, maybe to the thigh. Shoulders over the hips, hips over the heel, belly button deep into the spine. On your next inhale, let's bring that knee up into the front, taking a hold. Shoulders back, hips under the shoulders. Maybe the leg extends, we work just on the balance. Maybe we grab a hold of that big toe. Finding a position that works best for you and your practice today. On an exhale, send the knee back, meeting in the middle. Drawing the heel up towards the glutes. Perhaps grabbing a hold of that leg, arm up. If it's in your practice, tipping forward at the hips. On an exhale, feet come together, shaking out softly, rolling up through the shoulders. Big inhale, sit tall. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale to a half lift. Bend the knees, hands to the floor, vinyasa through, meet and down dog. Big inhale, lifting up through the hips. Exhale, shifting back through the belly button, through the chest. One more big inhale together. As we exhale, bend the knees, bringing them wide to the mat, big toes together, taking a moment to relax in the child's pose. Sitting back on the heels, lengthen through the fingertips, perhaps bending the arms and resting the forehead onto the arms if they need a bit of a break. Sitting deep into those heels. Soften through the shoulders. Coming back into that deep belly breath. Taking a few moments here to really exaggerate each one of those breaths. Sinking in deep. Feeling that release into the low back. Every exhale starts to become a little bit longer than the inhale. Soften through the head and the neck. Maybe finding that those hips are dropping a little bit deeper into the heels. Finding a little bit more length through the spine. When you're ready, let's rise up onto the hands and knees. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. On an inhale, lifting up through the chin, arch the back down, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, rounding up through the back, tuck the chin under, belly button spine. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Tucking the toes under the back on an inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, slowly walk the feet towards the hands and our forward fold. Take a moment here in this fold and just notice maybe how different we feel from our first fold. Maybe a little bit looser through the low back, through the hamstrings. Keep the weight shifted forward on the feet so that the hips stack over the heels as best as you can. shoulders away from the ears. Exhale completely. Inhale, scoop tall. Palms together overhead. And exhale into heart center. Rooting down through that right foot at the front of the mat. Let's step our left foot back. 45 degrees. Turn in that back foot. Inhale, sweep the hands up. Shift the hips forward, coming into warrior one, settling down into the hips. Length through the hands. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Big bend in that front knee. Pressing through the hip flexor. Shifting the hips forward, turning the shoulders forward will help bring the hip along. Big belly breath. Exhale, sinking deeper. Inhale, rise up. Turning towards the left. Drop the hands down in line with the shoulders. T-shape arc. Inhale, finding length from fingertip to fingertip. Tuck the hips back. We exhale, tilt forward. Coming into triangle. Reaching that hand up as high as we can. Tuck the right hip under. Stacking everything over that front leg. Big inhale, reach top. Exhale, let's drop that left hand down towards the feet. Turn the left shoulder down. Inhale. Sweep it back up, rolling that shoulder back. Exhale, reach it down. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep it down. Last inhale up. Exhale, let's bring the hand down to meet the right hand on the thigh, the shin, maybe the floor. Think about taking that left hip and tilting it down. Hips are nice and parallel. Hands to the thighs, to the shin. Trying to bring that belly button closer to the thigh. If your balance is a little off, maybe step wider to the mat. If you want to challenge the balance, maybe we bring our feet more in line. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Big belly breath in. Exhale completely. Inhale, let's lift the right hand and just reach it out towards the right side. If it's in your practice, maybe we add a bit more of a twist. Perhaps the hand slides up a little bit of the leg. Exhale, bring both hands down to frame the foot, bend that front knee, and lift the back leg up. Trying to bring the belly button to the thigh, drop the left hip down, soften through the shoulders, folding towards that front leg. If it's in your practice, you can straighten out through the supporting leg, maybe lift the back leg a little higher. Relaxing here, try to close your eyes. Sink deep into that right hip. Big inhale. Exhale, feet together, forward fold. Inhale to a half lift. Exhale, release. Take that right leg and send it back. Dropping into warrior one. Length through the arms. Drop the shoulders down on an exhale. Big bend in the front knee as we send our hips forward. Turning the shoulders forward will help bring our hips along. Soften deep into those hips. Lengthen through the spine. Strong belly breaths. Inhale. Exhale deep. Inhale, rising up, straighten out through the legs, lengthen through the arms. Take the hips back as we exhale. Reaching forward, coming into triangle. Hands on the thighs, the shin. Maybe the floor as you reach. Your right hand high, stacking the shoulders over that front leg. Tuck the left hip under. Inhaling deep into the belly. Roll the ribs back. Big inhale, reach high. Exhale, take the top hand, sweep down. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach down. Once more, big inhale up. Exhale, bring the hand down to meet the left, onto the thigh, the shin, maybe the floor. Soften through that upper body. Bring the belly back closer to the thigh. Think about dropping the right hip down. Keeping the hips in line as best as your practice allows. Every exhale should bring you down a little bit deeper towards that thigh. Perhaps we step wide, giving us a better chance at our balance. Maybe we challenge our balance by bringing our heels closer together. On your next inhale, let's raise that left hand towards the left side. And within your practice, giving ourselves a little bit more of a twist. Big belly breath. Exhale, the hand comes down, framing the foot with both hands, bending in the front knee, shift your weight forward onto that front leg. Think about dropping the right hip down. Softening through the upper body, trying to bring the belly button towards the thigh. And then if it's in your practice, maybe we straighten out through the supporting leg, focusing in on that left hip. Maybe closing the eyes. On an exhale, we'll bring the feet together. Shaking it up through the hips and the knees. We bend in the knees, we'll slowly lower our way to the ground. Coming onto the mat, soles of the feet down, knees together. Just laying back. Nice and even on the spine. Take a moment here just to drop the knees side to side. Slow, deep breath. Bring it back in the center. Let's drop the knees in together, walk the feet out wide on the mat. One hand over the belly and one hand over the heart. Give yourself a little wiggle out, making sure we're nice and even. Comfortable. Relax. Soften through your shoulders, through the forehead. Taking a moment just to bring our attention to the breath. As you inhale through the nose, feel the breath come first into the belly, that lower hand rises. All the way up until that top hand starts to rise. Exhaling from the top. Down deep into the belly, belly button to spine, bottom hand sinks down into the abdomen. Inhale. All the way up to the top. Exhale. Once more, big inhale. And exhale. Relaxing up through the shoulders. Feel free to keep this position, or if there's another position that speaks better to you for our final relaxation, taking that now, perhaps Savasana, legs long, hands wide. Finding a position that speaks best to you in this moment. There's a way to be maybe 5 or 10% more comfortable. Take it now. Start to notice the forehead as it softens, releasing any lines. Bringing your attention to the eyes, feeling them soften, releasing you from the world of looking and seeing. Notice the release in the jaw. Softening through the cheekbones. As you relax your tongue deep into the mouth. Slowly we soften through the neck and the shoulders. Feeling the weight of the shoulders release deep into the mat. Bringing attention to the right arm. Feeling the weight of that right arm. The heaviness of the upper arm. Notice a softness through the elbow. A heaviness through the right forearm. Bringing attention to the right wrist, feeling it soften and relax. Palm on the right side begins to relax. Softly notice the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. Bringing attention to the entire right hand. The entire right arm. Feeling the weight of the right arm. Start to bring attention to the left arm, feeling the weight of that entire left arm. The heaviness of the left upper arm. A softness through the elbow. The weight of the left forearm. Bringing attention to the left wrist. Feeling it relax. That softness carrying into the palm of the left hand. Noticing the fingers of the left hand. First the thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky finger. Bringing attention to the entire left hand. Feeling the weight of the left arm. Slowly shift your focus to the chest, noticing the rise and fall with each breath. Feeling the upper back press deep into the mat as you exhale. Noticing the spine connecting deeply into the mat with each exhale. As that belly button draws deep into the spine. Feeling the rise in the abdomen with each in-breath. The softness through the hips with each out-breath. Bringing attention to the right leg. Feeling a heaviness through the right upper leg. Softly relaxing the right knee. Focusing on the right calf. Moving your attention down to the ankle, feeling a softness to the ankle, flowing through the sole of the foot. Bringing attention to the right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, and fifth toe. Bring attention to the entire right foot. The entire right leg. Gently shift your focus to the left leg. Feeling the weight and the heaviness of the left leg. Beginning with the upper leg, the thigh. Softening through the knee. Focus the attention on the calf. Relaxing through the left ankle. Feel that relaxation flow to the sole of the foot. Bring attention to the left big toe. Second toe. Third toe. Fourth. And fifth toe. Focusing on the entire left foot. The entire left leg. Notice the weight of the entire body. Feeling a heaviness drawing you deep into the mat. Your body is relaxed. Your mind is calm. Deep breaths in together. Inhaling deep into the belly. Feeling that breath grow stronger, deeper, until it fills the top of the lungs. Hold it for a moment. Exhaling through the mouth with a heavy sigh as we let that breath go from the top of the lungs. All the way down deep into the belly. One more big inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale. Starting to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. And exhale. When you're ready, start to draw the knees up towards the body, wrapping the knees with the arms. Giving yourself a nice big hug, thanking yourself for coming today. Rolling to the right side. Using the left hand, pressing your way up into an easy seated position. Cross leg, legs in front, however your best position. Bring the hands in the heart center. Eyes closed. Thank you again for joining me. Any questions or comments, do let me know. Take time now just to set some reflections, set some intentions for the day. Maybe mentally, maybe just writing them down. Spend some time with your own thoughts. Have a wonderful rest